Hey guys, I think this is the third episode of the arcade build for the Double Dragon. So what I got today in the post was the T-molding, and T-molding is that thing that goes here just to smooth out the edge of the cab. You can see on the red lines here on the Arkanoid. This is all T-molding, and all cabs have it. I removed the one that was there before because it was all damaged and it just looked ugly. It wasn't nice looking at all. So I'm gonna put this. There's not much to it actually. It's pretty simple to put down. You see, you have this groove here, which is why they call it T-molding, and it should sit nicely in there. Now there's a couple of things though to make it stay in place. So some people use glue. That's what they used here, and it's when I took out the other T-molding, it's actually damaged some of the edge here. So there's a couple of things. It's not too damaged that I have to correct it with some Bondo, but it can sometimes just cause enough damage that you need to Bondo it first. So here it's not the case, but I want to avoid having to put some glue. So I'm just going to use a stapler on the underneath. Just staple the start. Apply my T-molding and staple the end, so that way I don't have to use glue. Some people don't like to use staple because it's visible, but I think it's better than glue because it doesn't actually damage the T-molding when it doesn't damage the cab, the edge of the cab when you remove the T-molding. And when you remove the T-molding, it's because it's bad in the first place. So the staples won't really matter. Your T-molding is going in the bin. So I'm going to use staples, and then there's a few places here where the gap is probably a bit too wide for the T-molding. I wonder if it's going to stay in place. It should actually, but actually it's going to stay there. Yeah, you don't know. I think it will, but what you can use is just electrical tape and put a bit of electrical tape here just to widen that edge and make it stay better. So let's go. So the first thing I need to do here is actually put the cab on its side. I don't like doing that now, but I don't think I have a choice. It's okay. I mean, everything is secure in there. The only thing I need to remove is this box here actually that has loose parts in it. The original screws and all that I saved, and I just need to take out. Luckily, I have this on a wheel, so it makes it easy to move. I just need to take out the board here. I've unplugged everything already. Alright, so we'll do the other edge first, probably over there. The glass should be in place. Maybe I'll take out the glass just to be safe. The glass normally is held in place by, there's an edge here, it's actually in there, and the panel holds it in place, but it can sometimes slide up. Yeah, it could actually slide up and move, so I'm just going to take out the glass. Still waiting on my artwork, and I was hoping to get it well, yes, today's Saturday. I was hoping to get it Friday, and it hasn't arrived, so that's okay. I probably ordered a bit late the week anyway, and it has to come all the way from England. I got it back from Ollie on the UK forum, so everybody was recommending him. So, and he was very helpful in helping me, and he actually had the artwork for the control panel, so saved me a lot of time and hassle. There you go. There you go. So I have everything. I have just an X-Acto blade here. It's going to come handy for the edges here, because essentially I need to cut the edge. Stay in place here. The edge, you know, if I have the molding here and coming here, it's going to create a crease here. So I need to cut this bit here. a bit just to make sure it doesn't sort of gets in its own way. So I'm going to start with the just the back here, just to get some practice, I suppose. And the best way to do this is actually to get this is a soft hammer. Don't get a metal one, get a rounded edge one, just to make sure I don't damage the thing too much. I'm just going to wrap this in just in a cloth, and it's just to make sure that I don't damage the T-molding in the process. So here, I should say I've never done this before, so I don't know if this is right or wrong, but this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to make mistakes right here at this stage, but and cut too much of it, but there you go. That was the right one. I'm actually going quite gently with this, so I don't think I need the padding. You know what? I might not need stapler. It's actually pretty well in place there. Just so you can see what I'm doing is here I'm cutting sideways cut like that, or diagonal cut like that over the bend, so probably here and here, and then I'm gonna have to cut this guy here. So can I do this with one hand? Maybe. Probably not. Let's see. No! So you can see here I've just cut this side, and then now it should actually have plenty of space to fold without crumpling over itself. So there you go, that's the T-molding in place. That's no T-molding. That's with T-molding. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. So that was actually rather painless. So I'm gonna do the other side now. I don't think I need to film that. Yeah, that just looks a lot tidier. For good reasons. Okay, let's do this side. While I'm waiting still for the artwork, ordered it a while back. It's taking its time to come here, but that's just the way it is. That's fine. So I thought I'd tidy the cab inside a tiny bit. So I'm just using zip ties to keep everything in place, prevent them from, you know, going around. And I still have this to tidy, but I'm waiting until I won't do anything until I plug everything and I know exactly what length of wire I need. And I've put the board here on the side, well, because one, it's not a great idea to just have, especially double boards like that. I showed you the R-type one that has some sagging in it. That's not due to me putting it like that, but it's exactly why it has a sagging. Is whoever had it before put it flat, and then it sagged under its own weight. So ideally, board should go on their side like that. And I've used spacer just to it's kind of hard to read, but you see, but this is the second board. First board here, this video board is here. So you use these spacer guys. They were here already. I would assume that the board was here before, but I don't want it here. So but the other reason is so this is solid, this is anchored, it's not going to move. It allows me to tidy the harness a bit better, but also I want to put a second board here. So I'm going to put a Dragon, Double Dragon 2 here at some point, and I will use a board here it's called a JAMA switcher,
So I will use a JAMA switcher to switch between the two boards. Not sure if it's going to be Double Dragon or Final Fight. I haven't decided. It'd be cool to have Double Dragon 2, sorry. Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 1, or Double Dragon 1 and Final Fight. I'm not sure yet. I haven't fully decided. But it'd be a cool fighting game cabinet. Double Dragon theme. Or I absolutely love Kung Fu Master. So that's another option. So I don't know. I have to decide yet. But at least with this setup, I can free all this space here. Have my JAMA switcher here and a second board here. Hopefully it'll fit. Actually, I haven't checked, but whatever. I can put the board here straight up. I can put the board anywhere really. But so yeah, it'll allow me to put a second board. The other thing I've done is on the front of the cab. So the cab is currently on wheels. Once I have it all done and set, I'll remove the wheels because it's making things a bit unstable, if I'm honest. But I've put this guy here on spacers. This is the volume control. And I've put my kind of buttons. So, and this is linked to here for the front panel. So I'll have proper kinds, MX and coin doors here. So the coin up will be done with using coins, but also if you don't have any coins, you can press 1 player or 2 player. So I've put the buttons underneath. It's quite tidy. You don't really see them when you're at standard height, because you don't even see them when you come in. And it's quite tidy, and it's just a matter of and then you can play. And also what I've done is I've tidied the I've adjusted the monitor. There's loads of pots and nubs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and I've added a second speaker, because it felt odd when you're playing on this side. The music was coming from over there. I should put the actually, where did I put the doesn't quite matter. The music was coming just from the one side over there, and it just felt weird, so I put a second smaller speaker. I think this is a 3 watts and this is a 0.5 watt. It's not, it'll do for now. As soon as I find a 3 watt. Is it 3 watts or 5 watts? Can't quite read it here. It looks like it's a 3 watts and 0.5. Doesn't quite matter right now because the music is super low, and I think that's because I'm gonna have to recap this board anyway at some point. It's okay for now, but I'm gonna have to have a look at the sound on this board, because it should be louder. This is actually, everything is at max. I should definitely be hearing a lot more sound than this. There you go, that's so far. Oh, you can see the T-molding is all done here. I'm not sure if I showed you in the previous video. It's all done on both sides, and I'm still waiting, obviously, on the Arctic front panel. And at this point, as soon as I get them, I'll put them up. But I'll probably wait a while because I've essentially run out of money. My budget is limited for these. So anyway, that's the progress so far. It's looking good. I'm so eager to get the artwork, guys. They're just, I wish it was here, because as soon as it's there, at least I'll have a almost finished cab. The only thing I need to worry then is getting that door, finding a good, nice coin door, and the side art. I still haven't decided. See, if I put I'm gonna brand this as a Double Dragon for sure, and if I might decide to change it around, I suppose I could get another JAMA cab. Yeah, I might just do that anyway. Get a branded Double Dragon and or Taito. So it's a big Taito. I've done a mock-up actually of what it looked like. I'll see if I can put the picture here. But yeah, so I think I'm done for today. Oh, I got my artwork. Finally, it arrived. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait one more second, so I'm going to put this up already. I might need to trim it actually. Or do I? No, it should be to size. Let's see. Oh, yes. Sorry, look at that. I'm actually going to put this over. It should be under the... Oh, I just got to switch this on. Look at that. Ah, that's really cool. Yeah, so there you go. Actually, that's the reason why, because the glass I'm using was just a cut, and it's got stuff underneath. And there's can I get starting? Oh yeah, I have them on the button, some outlet. That's not good actually. Gotta change that. So yeah, I have some room to move it a bit. There you go. That's about right. Straight away looks much better. And what I have is the art for... This is a mess here because I have my new cabin, and I need to put it on wheels first before I do anything to it. I need to put it on wheels, and I'm gonna wedge it over there so I can actually put it in and out. And Galaga is gonna come around, well, here where it is. I'm gonna put Double Dragon here so I have room here to work on this cab when I pull it out. But yeah, anyway, so I have the artwork here. This is on adhesive. I think I'd prepare this and actually get my tripod, but yeah, that looked quite good. I gotta just mind that. And I have the overlay for the monitor. Look at this. Cool is this? So it's again on adhesive that comes off. That's really cool. That came out really well, I have to say. Okay, before I damage it too much, I need to stretch it, and I think the best way to stretch it is on a flat surface like that. So I'm gonna just tape the edges, not stretch it, but straighten it. I'm just gonna tape the edges here. Leave it like that for at least today. As much as I'd like to do this now, there's no point because it'll just peel off otherwise. So I need to straighten it. So, but look at the marquee artwork. Oh boy, yeah, this looks really cool. I might replace this back. I could have made this bigger actually. Actually, this is about right. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here just to hide this. It's not that visible, but it's gonna bother me if I don't. So I have darker glass or PVC. I just don't want to buy a whole sheet of PVC for this when I have some PVC. It's a bit darker, but I might do that. We'll see. Actually, looks fine as it is. You want it to glow, like really glow though, like the Galaga, you know, that really glows. Whereas this doesn't quite, it just makes it visible, but you want it to pop out. Anyway. Alright, there you go, a simple trick, but it works just to straighten artwork that's been rolled up for a while. And here you've decided the cab here just for this one. So gonna let that settle for a day as much as I want to do it now. I need to let that settle for a day, and then maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure I can do it tomorrow. I'll see. Maybe tomorrow I can do it. I suppose for you it doesn't make a difference, so you'll see in 2 seconds. While I'm at it, I might as well show you this actually. This is a spare Double Dragon board. So this one is working fine, and this is another Double Dragon board that I swapped with a friend for one of my paintings. So that's really cool. But look at this. It's in a box. Okay, that's broken. I need to fix that. But that's beautiful. I love. Yeah, that's really cool. Jeez, thanks very much, man. It works. It says there might be some issues with the connectors here, the ribbon connectors, but I might find replacements if it bothers me. But it's actually going to use this as a spare board. I like to have at least 2 boards for each game that I have I have about 4 Arkanoid and 3 Galagas. Unfortunately, I don't have a spare outrun. But that's just the way it is, because they're really expensive and hard to find. But that's going to be a spare Double Dragon. I have to find a better way to store this, because right now they're stored here in bubble wrap. They're stacked on top of each other, and I don't really like doing that. So I'm gonna have to find a better way to store this. But there you go. Anyway, fast forward to tomorrow. All right, folks. So here is the cab with all the artwork. Look at this. Oh, and this looks really cool. I was actually so eager to get it up that I didn't film how you put the artwork on it. What I have is this leftover that was from the marquee, sorry, the bezel. So I might actually show you an easy way to put that on, because the danger is if you apply it from the top there, for example, and it gets out of alignment all throughout. So I'll show you there's a cool, easy way to do it. I can see I still have some bubbling places. Oh no, that was just yeah, that's okay. So I'll actually use that on a piece of wood just to show you how you can do it, because it can be it's simple enough, but if you don't know, it can be slightly tricky. Okay, I almost forgot to do this bit, but I was going to show you how to put the vinyl. So I have this piece of wood here. It's actually a cut off from one of the internal planks from the cab, but I won't need it, so I can just show you that actually it doesn't matter. But the danger is always when you apply a bit of vinyl that you peel off the plastic, it sticks everywhere, and then you line the corner, and it's, by the time you arrive here, like, it's all askew. And so it's not that much chances of messing something that small here, but when it's a big cab, a tiny difference in the angle can actually you can be off center by a long shot at the end. So the easiest way I find to put a vinyl is actually just to put it in place here at the beginning, before you remove any of the plastic. Take a piece of tape and sort of fix it in place somewhere in the middle, actually, because it's small here. I'm gonna do this here, but so we're gonna just align it here. There you go. There you go. And now from here you're gonna take off the paper at the back, because you already know that's in place. You can actually just tape it here just to make sure it's in place. But tape the paper at the back and tape it all together. And if it's a long piece, actually you have a piece of tape already cut that you can secure this somewhere so it doesn't get in your way for that. All right, and then just cut the paper. Now you know already that it's aligned because you have aligned it before you put the tape, and the tape has kept it in place. So from here, simply just run your finger, or run something like a squeegee or something like that. I don't think I have one handy. I don't. So and that's just to avoid bubbles from forming, and but take your time, go slow. There's no need to rush, and you always have a bit of time. Like if you go too fast, you can actually peel it off slightly, or just So there you go. So for the sake of speed, we're gonna speed this up. But there you go. So that's half of it is there. It's aligned, and all you have to do now is just take the tape off. You know it's aligned already, so you can take the paper off on this side and do the same thing. So I have a piece of tape here, and just to keep it in place, and then just do the same thing here. Get a squeegee or something flat, something with a soft end. I actually made the mistake on the cab on one section to use this. which is, there you go, there it was, which is what comes with a Bondo, box of Bondo, and it actually scraped a bit of the paint because I was just too eager to get it off flat, and so I put a bit too much pressure on it and sort of scored the vinyl. That's okay, it's not too bad. So there you go, get your bubbles out if there is any, and then when it's all centered, you just need to one of those and just trim the edges. You can do it like that. I actually don't like doing it from the back, but you can do it from the top and just use the edge of the wood as a reference point. But there you go, it's centered, it's aligned. Just using tape, so use tape in the middle, peel off the, use tape in the middle, lift this, peel off the paper, and then flatten it back from this, and when this is all stuck, just remove your tape and do the same thing on the other side. So, very easy. Anyway guys, I think here is not a bad place to end the video, so there you go, that's the double dragon. I've actually moved it to the other side because there's another cab in the room. Well, you've probably seen the video already, but it's actually in place now. There you go. So the place is looking cool, and and so the next job will actually be, at least for this one, to work on the coin panel, and then for the art, I'm still undecided. But the more I'm thinking about it, this is essentially a double dragon cabinet, but I'm also gonna have, tell you, I don't know. I was gonna say have the double dragon 2 art, because it's actually smaller. It's just a small rectangle here on one side, and maybe on the other side have the Kung Fu Master art. But then again, I don't like doing that, and I it'll be cool to have a double dragon cabinet. But then again, it doesn't matter because it's not really a double dragon cabinet, it's a Jamek conversion. But then again, so yeah, I change my mind every 5 minutes on this, so I still don't know. It would be cool to have the big title artwork, but it's gonna be expensive, is the bottom line. So I might wait a couple of months until I have money, because coming up in the project is this guy. Yeah, and that, I'm assuming it all works aside from the power supply, but I don't know yet. And then I have to fix this guy, and this is going to be a costly one, because I think this is the problem. I think I need a new LCD thing. I've actually done a few videos on this already where well, yeah, I don't know when they'll come out. It'll probably be a while, but I've already recorded a few bits of troubleshooting on this, and I think this is the problem. But this is about, what, €200, maybe more, just for this. So, you know, it's going to be expensive. So I'm not sure if I can afford €200 just on a piece of artwork on this cab. But then again, why am I doing this in the first place? You know, as a hobby. So anyway, we'll see. But it's probably rambling now, so it's probably a good time to end this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I'll see you next time.